President Obama said today, although he admires McChrystal's service and dedication to his country, he said, "You don't criticize your bosses." See, that's the same reason President Obama never says anything bad about the Chinese. You just can't do that.
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of truth in that statement when they hold all your debt. Well, before the break, Republican Senator Kip Bond just told us that General Petraeus is being set up to fail unless other changes are made, and Senators John McCain, Joe Lieberman, and Lindsey Graham agree. They are calling on the president to demand unity between military and civilian leaders in Afghanistan.
South Carolina Senator and member of the Armed Services Committee, Lindsey Graham, joins us. Senator Graham, you believe the president made the right decision yesterday, right?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, we have a long tradition in our military of showing respect for civilian leadership. I think it was a terrible misjudgment to allow Rolling Stone to follow the commander and his subordinates around for a month, and some of the things that were attributed to the subordinates and to General McChrystal himself, I think violated the spirit of respect for civilian authority within the military. And if he had been allowed to stay, it would have been a terrible signal to send. Even though I respect General McChrystal and appreciate his service and a lot of sacrifice on his behalf, he stepped over a line, and I think the president did the right thing.
Yeah, what genius thought it was a good idea to have a Rolling Stone reporter while your entire team is getting tanked up on a bus and in an Irish pub in Paris? It's crazy.
That pretty much did it for me.
No kidding. Hey,
right.
Okay, so now there's been a change in the military leadership over there.
Right.
But you say it's time to look at the Afghan civilian team because, in your words,
yes,
it is completely dysfunctional. All right, Senator?
Yes.
Who's got to go?
Well, I'll leave that up to the president and General Petraeus, but
well,
right
he's
now,
watching. Give him some ideas.
Well, I think that the current ambassador to Afghanistan has a broken relationship with President Karzai. I think Ambassador Holbrooke is a fine man who has got some friction between him and President Karzai. The only way we can possibly win is to create a unity of effort we've never had before. And I think replacing General McChrystal was required. It was unfortunate, but it's a chance to start over. So if President Obama's listening, start over.
Yeah, but here's the problem, Senator. Here's the problem.
Get a new group in there.
He can change those guys, but he can't change Vice President Joe Biden. I mean, he could, but he's not gonna. And one of the things...
He can tell him to shut up.
Well, maybe so. And apparently, according to one article at least, he did give some of them a ton lashing yesterday. But do you agree with Congressman Peter King of New York? He put out an editorial today. He said this: Vice President Biden must not be allowed to contradict Secretary Gates and Secretary Clinton and undercut our military commanders in Afghanistan by repeatedly saying that large numbers of troops will be pulled out of Afghanistan next summer. Do you agree with that?
Well, it's not so much that, one, is it the policy? What I'm worried about is he speaking the truth. If what the vice president is saying is true, we're going to lose. If what Rahm Emanuel said Sunday is true, we're going to lose. General Petraeus has told our committee that he would go to the president next year and at the end of this year and give him a recommendation as to whether or not we should leave. My question is, has the president made up his mind, no matter what General Petraeus would say, that we're going to leave? So the vice president says we're going to leave. Rahm Emanuel says we're going to leave, and the only question is how fast we leave. If they're saying what is the correct policy, then it is a formula for failure. Petraeus is our best chance to win. Give him his best chance to win. This July 2011 timeline, as echoed by Rahm Emanuel and the vice president, if that is the policy, Petraeus or no one else can win.
All right, Senator Lindsey Graham joining us from our bureau. Stay inside today. It was almost 100 down there yesterday.
Yes.
It's going to be another hot one today. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
All right, 26 minutes before the top of the hour.